people have accused me of teaching an arm swing,
Yeah.
that I don't like the body to move.
Yeah.
It's the exact opposite.
Yeah.
We're not trying to get the arms to fire first. We're just trying to reduce the interval between when the hips fire and when the left arm fires.
Because what I found, and some other people who are subscribers have felt, it's very strange, but the harder I feel I go with my lower body, the less I feel like it's contributing to the strike.
Right.
I feel like, okay, if it doesn't outrace me, I can actually use that into the ball.
When you fire out like this, the hips accelerate to their maximum immediately and then go like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay? What you want is
Yeah.
a smoother curve.
Let's try another one. So here I'm just going to use the power of imagination and put an imaginary ball between my knees here.
That was pretty damn good. You know, just by looking at it, the sequence is going to be, the chart is going to be pretty good.
Yeah, there's no need to, when you're at the top of your backswing, to get fast very quickly.
And see,
it's just get fast.
And this
eventually.
is, you see people who go through that I got quick scenario.
Yes, you hear that all the time.
Okay, and then their solution to that is to slow down their backswing, which is dead. Because if you're quick this way,
Yeah.
and you slow down the backswing, your hips are going to be even more anxious to fire, and you actually make the problem worse.
Yeah.
So let's have a look at that sequence on the last one. See, that's pretty good. See how the curves all match?
It is fairly flat, but you can see that it's the red curve is feeding the other curve, which is feeding the other curve.
Right.
Which is,
the red's feeding the green, which is feeding the blue, which is what you want.
On its own.
And you know what? You'll be able to pull a pros sequence off the internet. They're all over the place.
Yeah.
But what we're going to see is this is way better than the swing that you arrived with, where you went like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Not quite as good as the little. See, the harder you try to hit the ball,
Yes.
the more you're going to go like this. Okay. So your driver chart is not going to look very good.
Yeah.
But when you put the ball in between your knees and you just punched one out there about 80 yards, you got a near perfect 3-hump sequence.
So we're going to try to hit a ball now, or I'm going to try to hit a ball now, that only goes about 80 yards with this 7-iron. Just so we have it in a can, Monty, tell me this ball drill again real quickly.
All it is you put it in between your knees, you take your normal backswing, and the first move down, I mean, I didn't invent this. This drill has been used for years and years and years by many pros and in different incarnations. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna take it back, and your first move down is gonna be to drop the ball so your knees separate. A lot of people will call it the Sam Snead squat drill, and they'll do it without the ball. Okay? So all it is to keep the hips from firing too violently, too early, and leaving, you know, it's avoiding the spin out.
Yep.
You know? See, that was really, really good. You know, the object of these drills and understanding the proper sequence is not that, oh, well, I know what I'm supposed to do. I should look like a tour player now.
Yeah.
It's, can I be a little better than you were 45 minutes ago? You see, that's really, really good.
Yeah, you're actually seeing a hump in the red one.
Right. Here's what happens. The hips start to accelerate. Then the thorax starts to accelerate.
Yeah.
Then the left arm starts to accelerate. Then the hips reach peak acceleration. As they decelerate, they accelerate the thorax more. Okay? As the thorax hits its peak, it starts to decelerate, which accelerates the left arm more.
Yeah.
As the left arm reaches its peak acceleration, it starts to decelerate and accelerates the club more. Okay? So what we want is we want big peaks.
Yeah.
The bigger the peak, the better the club acceleration is going to be.
Now, if I'm just have a club in my hand and I hear that and I think, okay, I want big peaks of hips, rib cage, everything, my inclination would be to snap at it.
Right.
And but you got to fight that. What do you really want to do?
This is not a sequence. That's just the hips firing and everything else staying still. This is why I'm very, very opposed to passive arm teaching.
Yeah.
Now, of course, you know, I don't want this move because that curve would look terrible as well.
Yeah.
I want that move there at full speed is where you're going to get the nice 3-hill little sequence.
Right. Let me ask you this, because the first thing, time when you're looking at that graph, time moves from left to right, and
we're talking about hundredths of a second.
Okay. Why aren't we seeing the hips first and then clearly the thorax next? You know, I would expect to see like this and then this and then this, and they all kind of do look like they're different degrees of intensity, but
right.
They're all kind of happening at like so similar.
Right. You know, there's because the amount of time is so small, it's only slightly later.
So it's beyond human comprehension or human perception or whatever.
Oh, way beyond.
To be able to say like hips, this, you know.
Oh, the ball's gone.
It's really...
All of this stuff we're talking about is taking place in a few hundredths of a second, less than a blink of an eye. That's why the only thing you can control is the first move down. That's the only thing you can control.
Yep.
We're trying to have the proper intent to start the downswing. Take a backswing.
Okay.
Okay. Now, slowly start to rotate your hips. Okay? This move is trouble. You've run out of range of motion here, haven't you?
Yeah.
Now it's just going to be, now as soon as I let go of your left arm, just drop it to the ball. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Okay? Now start over again. Now, slowly move your hips and feel it pull this, and then feel this pull that. See, now that's a proper sequence. The zipper away drill, you're going like this. The Sam Snead squat move, you're going like this.
Yep.
The drop the ball drill, you're going like this. It's all the same move. We're trying to prevent the hips from reaching maximum speed too early. A lot of good players have this problem. A lot of them, okay? There are tour players that have this problem.
You see it.
Okay? And what that is I'm gonna take a backswing, I'm gonna be real passive with the arms, and I'm gonna fire the hips. If you look at a swing down the line, and you draw a line on where the hips and knees are pointed, and you draw a line where the left arm is pointed, you don't wanna see, the left, so that would be, I can't even I'm not flexible enough to do that anymore. Left arm pointed over there, hips and knees pointed over there. That would be the sequence where, what we saw in the first swing we took of yours. You ever hear the term inline? Inline is where, the left arm kind of gets in line with the body rotation, okay? So that would look like that. You see how my left arm and the hips and thighs are pointed kind of in the same direction, okay? So to me, that's a more advantageous position to be in. So we don't want that. That hurts just doing it in slow motion. We want, yes, the hips go first, but you see how the arms and thorax come forward?
They're all fed by
Then you get there.
Hit one for us, Monte.